Hello friends, in this video we will see satellite communication. Here we deals with the following topics: introduction to satellite communication, need of space communication, satellite communication system and the benefits of satellite communication. Now the first topic is introduction to satellite communication. This is a wireless communication which covers a very large area. Now we can simply define satellite is a physical object that are placed in the orbit and revolving around the earth. In general, it is an artificial satellite which are stationed in the space for the purpose of telecommunication, military application and surveillance. The need of space communication. We know that satellite communication is a wireless communication. The terrestrial microwave links are not suitable to meet large cover area, particularly for radio, television networking, even cellular telephony. In terms of terrestrial microwave link, in order to meet large cover area, the basic requirement is Earth is not flat, that is, the Earth surface is not flat and microwave link goes straight line just like a light. So therefore, if there are the two towers, the second tower, unless it is in the radio visibility, it will not be able to receive the signal from the transmitting tower. So therefore, only a short distance can be covered and we see that our mobile tower can cover a smaller distance. Let us do a very small interesting calculation. This is just for fun. We have to calculate how many towers are required to cover Indian landmass. To solve this example, we have to assume some data. Let us assume that the Indian land area is about 4 million square kilometer and a mobile can cover with the radius of 1 kilometer. For simplicity, all the mobile towers are interconnected to provide all India coverage. We have to calculate the number of mobile tower required for fully cover in area. For that, the mobile tower coverage can be calculated as pi into r square. Here radius is 1 kilometer, so it is 3.14 kilometer square. And finally, the number of towers required to cover the India is calculated by Indian land area divided by the mobile tower coverage with 1 kilometer radius. After calculation, we will get a fantastic number 1.27 million. Towers are required, almost like impossible. This is just for fun calculation. Let us see. Normally, these towers are less than 100 meter, which covers a small part of city. Now, if we really want to cover a larger and larger area, we have to increase the height of tower and it can be seen that a very long height can cover 1/3 path of the earth, and this top of the tower we can put a repeater. Now I am first time using a word which is a repeater. Repeater receives the micro signal and transmit it back. So more earth coverage is possible at a higher altitude, and that altitude is roughly calculated as 36,000 km above the earth surface. We will do all the calculations later. Just we are giving some numbers. Now such impossible height of a tower, it cannot be realized with the today's technology. So what we do to you show float the repeater by the name called as communication satellite, and that will be floating means it will orbiting around the earth. Now the satellite communication system. The block diagram of satellite communication system is shown in the figure. In this block diagram, an earth station transmit the information signal to the satellite using a highly directional antenna. The satellite receives this signal, process it, transmit it back at a received signal. The receiving earth station will receive this signal, which is using parabolic dish antenna pointed towards the satellite. The signal which is transmitted upwards to the satellite is called as the uplink, and it is normally at 6 GHz, and the signal which is transmitted back to the receiving earth station is called as the downlink, and it is normally at 4 GHz. Thus, a satellite has to receive, process and transmit the signal. All these functions are performed by a unit called as transponder. The block diagram of transponder shown in the figure. The basic function of transponder is amplification and frequency conversion. The uplink signal at 6 GHz received by the satellite antenna and applied it to low noise amplifier. The amplifier signal is then down converted, that is, its frequency change from 6 GHz to 4 GHz by means of mixing 2 GHz signal from the local oscillator. This 4 GHz signal is again amplified by high power amplifiers and connected to the transmitting antenna of satellite. Frequency allocation. The most of the satellite operates in the microwave frequency spectrum. The most widely used satellite communication band is C band and Ku band. For C band, the uplink frequency is 5.9 to 6.4 GHz and the downlink is 3.7 to 4.2 GHz, and for Ku band, the uplink frequency is 14 to 14.5 GHz and the downlink is 11.7 to 12.2. The various advantages of satellite communication. The geostationary satellite can cover the entire Earth and hence they can be used for global communication. The antenna can simply be pointed at the satellite and it remain fixed, uniform service within their coverage area. With the help of satellite communication, navigation is possible, high transmission speed and large transmitter capacity is